Hello there.
Now, the finale of the Premier League season was today, and Arsenal won 5-0. I should be happy, but I felt like our season didn't end with a bang but a whimper. It fizzled out towards the end of the season, and I wasn't actually excited for the final day. I wasn't excited for the finale, and it's just because the way the season panned out at the end, yeah, we bottled it. But one finale I am excited for is the finale of Breaking Bad Season 2, ladies and gentlemen. We are up to the finale now, titled ABQ. My name is Ellie Moses, your 23-year-old law enforcement of Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot, baby. This show has yet to disappoint. I cannot say, oh, this episode is lackluster. This episode is my least favorite. I can't, because it feels like it gets better each episode. So yeah, this season has been fantastic, and I'm excited to see what's in store for the finale, because they haven't teased anything major in terms of drug cartel, Gus, or anything along the lines of a major showdown like that. The only thing they have teased is Lotso, the teddy bear from Toy Story 3, in the pool, and the two dead bodies in the driveway. So I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger on that at the end in the finale of this season, or it's something they're foreshadowing for probably maybe the beginning of season 3 or the ending of season 3. So I guess we'll find out. It's going to be an exciting finale. I'm hella excited for it. I mean, last episode we ended with the death of Jane. I think she's dead. I think she's gone. But yeah, it seems like a situation of Walt wanting Jesse to hopefully turn his life around through something traumatic like that. Hopefully he sees the seriousness and consequences of his actions. And yeah, I'm gonna be excited for this episode. I cannot wait to see this. Let's go. Let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing. I don't know what to say anymore. Let's go. Again, I do not see how a teddy bear would end up in a pool unless it's some like metaphoric imagery or anything, or something along the lines of that, or a child's involved somehow. But unless this thing somehow miraculously fell from the sky, I don't know how it ends up in the pool, or it's just meant to be some metaphoric beginning to the episode, because Lotso the teddy bear has returned. I'm guessing they're gonna pull the trigger on it this episode. There also doesn't seem to be any bullet marks on the car from the last flashback scene we had, so I don't think it was a shootout or something. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything along the lines of that. That's like a tie hanging from a tree. Something's happened, like, where someone's fallen out of the sky. Like, I don't know, helicopter crash, plane crash, I don't know. Yeah, because these forensics guys are working. Bro, these forensic guys are working all across the street, not just Walt's house. So it's got to be something. Like, my guess is Godzilla. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. 2014 Godzilla vibes right there with all the smoke. He's trying to give Jane CPR.
Come on!
You know what I'm getting flashbacks here to with this scene right here? I'm getting flashbacks to Buffy episode 16 of season 5 with the body, in a similar way, where the sound design in this show is heavily focused on natural sounds and diegetic sound, obviously emanating from the real world. But in particular, the situations where it deals with death does the same thing as well. And it reminds me of the body in the Buffy episode where it did the same thing, and you could hear the external noise in the background, such as the kids playing. And in this episode, you can hear like the dog in the background as well barking. But it's very similar vibes. And even in the situation where Walt killed Crazy 8, I believe, it was the same thing. There was no music, it was just, the ambient noise in the basement and everything along the lines of that, and Walt's breathing and things like that. And again, similar here. I think maybe Buffy set a great precedent with that episode in terms of dealing with death. In my opinion, I thought that was one of the best scenes in terms of dealing with someone passing I've ever seen in Buffy's The Body. And yeah, this show does it similarly. I wonder if this is gonna be something Walt was gonna take to the grave with him. Like he'll never tell Jesse that he was present that night. I doubt he could have done much. Maybe put her in the recovery position, I guess, and call the ambulance straight away. But
Everything is gonna be okay. I promise. No, listen. Calm down. Just sit tight. I know who to call.
better call Saul. I've seen this guy's in memes and stills as well. I have no idea what his name is, but I've seen him. But another introduction to a character in this show.
Saul Goodman sent me.
Guy looks like he's been through the wars, but he's like unfazed by anything. Like he's not phased here. You can tell like, this guy's seen some shit. Like it's just another day at the office.
Say it, please. I woke up, I found her, that's all I know. Say it. I woke up, I found her, that's all I know.
I woke up. I found her. That's all I know.
Again,
I woke up. I found her. That's all I know.
again.
I woke up. I found her. That's all I know. I woke up. I found her. That's all I know.
Once you call it in, the people who show up will be with the Office of Medical Investigations. That's primarily who you'll talk to. Police officers may arrive, they may not. Depends on how busy a morning they're having. Typically, ODs are not a high priority call. Do I need to state the obvious? I was not here.
I'm gonna call this guy the vacuum because he cleans shit up. My guy's got a plan A, B to Q. No pun intended with the episode
Wear a
title.
long sleeve shirt and cover those track marks on your arm. Count down from 20. And then you dial.
Junior.
I saw an interesting comment about Walter Jr. In my Breaking Bad episode 10 reaction for this season. I'm yet to upload 11 and 12, but saw an interesting comment about how everyone lets sort of Walter Jr. Slide a little bit or lets everything pass regarding him because of his we see him through the lens of a disabled individual and we think he's innocent and pure because of that, and we let a lot of things slide. But one of the comments was saying that in reality, that just because he's disabled doesn't sort of like protect him from the things that he does, because he's a multi-layered character as well. I mean, he's a kid as well, who's we've seen before trying to buy alcohol when he's underage, and I'm gonna be continuing to pay attention to some of his actions, remarks throughout the show, and how sometimes that innocence might be a facade that we might see because he's disabled, and sometimes it is his through his line delivery that we'd be like, oh, he's just an innocent and pure boy trying to do right for his dad and things like that. But behind this there's another layer behind the surface. Like that's the surface level. That's what we see above the water. But I want to, if we go deep down throughout the show, I'm interested to see what happens with Walter Jr. and to continue to see how he acts. I was just paying attention to that comment, and hopefully I'll become more aware to his actions as a reactor now, because yeah, I was very thoughtful of that comment. That was interesting.
Junior.
Flynn.
Even wanting to be called Flynn.
Flynn.
That might that might, instigate a rebellious nature in him as well.
You all right? Are those donations?
Yes.
Actual donations for your dad?
Total strangers gave us $490. 26 people. Virginia, Minnesota, Montana. Look at this one. Vancouver, all the way up in Canada. And it's all real actual money. It's actually right there in the PayPal account.
Saul's
look-
guy
and
that knows a guy
look
that
what
knows a
they're
guy's
saying.
coming in clutch.
Hang in there, Walt. Good luck. Hang in there. Isn't this awesome?
That's wow. That is something.
Oh no.
I've got 4 little words for you. Do not call list. However, if you're cool, leave it at the beep.
Now, how did I know you wouldn't be answering your phone? I'm on my way. I'm going to be there momentarily. I expect you on the porch, bag packed, ready to go. No excuses.
Oh, she gonna be packed in a bag, but not the type of bag he's expecting. I'm sorry. I just oh, I feel so bad for Jane's father here. Yeah, that's that look that I know what just happened. Do you guys think? Sorry, I don't want to miss out on any dialogue. Do you guys think Walt kinda let Jane die as well, in terms of like not only for the sake of Jesse and Jesse not getting attached to someone and hopefully trying to get Jesse on the mend and see the consequences of his actions, but do you think he tried to let? Do you think he let Jane die to sort of tie up a loose end, if that makes sense? Like, because you saw the previous episode what Jane did with the money and wanting to get the money and sort of blackmailing him. Do you think he sort of saw it as an opportunity? I don't know. I don't know if I'm being a bit cynical here, but I don't know. I'm just a thought.
Sir, you may not want to be here for this.
I'm interested to see if he
Just,
snaps as well and might take it out on
woke
Jesse.
up And I found her. That's all I know.
What's her date of birth?
Your daughter's mother.
Bishop,
And place of birth?
Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix.
Phoenix.
That was the title of the episode.
Hey, Walt, you've got to come in here. We just broke $1,000.
Wow. All right, I'm coming.
Wow.
All right, some of you already know my brother-in-law. He's a good man. The doctor's saying this operation has a real chance of helping him. Of course, they're also saying they want to be paid in private islands. So dig deep.
So says APD. They think they got their man. I know you don't buy it, but maybe it's true.
James Edward Kilkelly. Yeah, APD thinks this is our mastermind. You believe that? I got a bridge to sell you, okay?
Hey, he copped to it, didn't he?
What, for an extra pudding cup every night in Los Lunas? Huh? Maybe if you give him a pack of cigarettes, he'll tell you what he did with Jimmy Hoffa. No. I've been thinking. Top shelf product like this, it just doesn't fall off the face of the earth, okay? The way I see it, raw talent's bound to pop up somewhere, okay? It's like whack-a-mole. So I've been making phone calls. Local police departments, small town sheriffs. Haven't had much luck inside the land of enchantment. But outside, got reports of the blue stuff making the scene here in Texas, Arizona, Colorado, Nevada. In fact, everywhere but here.
I just love how there's a photo of Walt there. Like, raw talent is meant to pop up, and the raw talent is like right there on a donation, on a donations bucket right there. Or not donations bucket, a donations like container. It's just like that photo of Walt should be up there. We know that, but it's not. I just find it funny.
Almost as if somebody wised up, stopped shitting where they eat. Now, I say Heisenberg's still out there. I say he's gone regional. Or he's still right here in town.
Is this like a drug house? Don't tell me he's gonna find Jesse here.
Put your arms around me. Come on. You're gonna stand up, and we're gonna walk out of here, okay? We're gonna take you someplace nice and safe. That's it. That's it. Now let's go. Come on. Here we go.
And Jesse owes Walt his life, I reckon. He would have died in this place if he kept going the way he was. Now damn, Jane was talented. Now with Jane's father, right? I'm not sure if the mother died a long time ago or if they're divorced. But it seems as a single parent, his daughter was the only thing that he had left in life, and I don't know if this guy has any family to go to grieve with. And if he is gonna grieve himself, I wonder what pit of darkness he's gonna fall into, or if he's able to pick himself up again. Because that's the worst thing when you have no one to go on, no one to go to, no one to lean with, or lean on, to. Where you had the polar opposite in the scene right before, where Jesse's got Walt to grieve with. He's got someone to put his arms around. If that makes sense. And yeah, you had that shot right there with Jesse putting his arm around Walt, sort of that like fatherly figure, that guiding figure that he needs to sort of get right back on track. And then you have the polar opposite here with Jane's father, and he's sort of got nothing left. I think the wife probably passed away. If I missed something in dialogue a few episodes ago, I'm not too sure. But he doesn't have someone to put his arms around with that we know of. It seems like he's going to have to process this all alone, and that's not going to be a good thing, in my opinion.
Who's blue?
No. No cleavage. Long sleeves. Yeah. It's nice. It's nice.
Oh, big yawn, Holly. I know what you feel like. I'm tired too.
I'm telling you, man, they know what they're doing with the edits and cuts in this film, to transition to scenes. You had right there the dress that Jane was meant to wear, and I think she's gonna be buried with that dress in her coffin. And it was empty. There's no life to fill it up with. And then they transition to the scene with, is it Holly or Molly? I think it's Holly. His Walt's new daughter. You transition to a new life on a bed, and it's intentional. I swear, it's not a coincidence. They know what they're doing with the transitions and cuts in this show, and yeah, I feel like that was intentional. There, you have life that has been taken away and new life that has been brought into the world. That's on a bed as well. I'm telling you, it's intentional. I love that.
Yes.
Just an observation, but I don't know if you guys agree with me, but that's what I think.
The dinging. Just turn down the volume.
Dad, it's money.
Just please do it. The noise is disturbing the baby.
That's an excuse for the noise disturbing me.
Oh my God, you are kidding me.
What?
You are going to be in the newspaper.
No way.
One of Aunt Marie's patients works at the Journal, and when she told him about the website and all the donations, he went to his editor, and they're going to do a story about you.
For real?
Yep, they're coming to interview you with a photo and everything.
Awesome. It'll mean more hits.
And more contributions.
You know how people say any publicity is good publicity?
East of Scottsdale?
For Walt, any publicity is bad publicity. You don't want your family out there in the papers. You don't want people to know you're a target. You don't want people to know that you have loved ones you care about.
Yes, not talking.
Hey, Kai, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Paul Conterna of Conterna Real Estate
Hey, it's a pleasure.
Good to meet you.
and Gustavo Fring of Los Pollos Hermanos.
Please, just Gus.
Hey, guys. Gotta tell you, you guys make some killer chicken.
Thank you very much.
These gentlemen are underwriting this year's fun run, and I thought I would give them a tour.
Absolutely. Good to see what you're supporting. Thank you, gentlemen.
Hank, can you tell us a little about your work here?
Now, the group that I supervise focuses on methamphetamine, which is a growing problem in the country, unfortunately.
Terrible.
Terrible.
It is indeed. Now, we've had some successes locally, but overall, the supply seems to be growing. I got to tell you, community outreach, like this fun run, is one of the most powerful weapons we have.
But anything we can do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hank.
Mhm.
Gentlemen,
Thanks.
Sure, thank you.
Oh, he's.
This is one of your agents?
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's my brother-in-law. Yeah, he's got a health issue. We're trying to.
Oh, I'm very sorry. What sort of health issue?
Lung cancer.
Oh, that's a rough one.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that.
Please, I'm happy to do it.
The least I can do.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
My guy's got millions in the bank. Not in the bank, but in cash. Possibly hundreds of millions. That's nothing to him.
I'm hopeful it'll go well. But if not, Saul will take care of things. He's got your money. He's keeping it for you.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my guy's got a whole film set going in here.
Oh,
What happened to just an interview for the paper?
doing a feature. I'm Walter Jr. We called you about 50 times.
Marie, I thought we were just talking about a newspaper story.
Yeah, I know. But I thought, if it's good enough for the Journal, then why not TV? So I went for it.
Not good. Hey, that's Heisenberg.
This is Dad. Great. Let's get everyone over here on the couch. I'm thinking Walt Jr. in the middle, Mom and Dad on either side.
He's the best.
You don't want to lose him, do you, Walter?
None of us do. We love him.
He's a good man, isn't he?
Absolutely. Ask anyone. Anybody. He's a great father, a great teacher. He knows everything there is to know about chemistry. He's patient with you, and he's always there for you. He's just decent, and he always does the right thing, and that's how he teaches me to be.
Would you say he's your hero?
Oh yeah, yes, ma'am. Totally. My dad is my hero.
Love how Jesse and Walt were both wearing green. Walt's doing his surgery right now on the mend, hopefully to recovery, and Jesse in a similar state, sort of in that rehabilitation center or meditation place, on the road to recovery as well, wearing green as well. There's a similar theme with, there's an intentional theme, with the colors in terms of the dressing, in particular with the characters in this show. Walt and Jesse, mainly with green. Skylar, I think, is blue. I think Marie is purple. Walter Jr. is in yellow here, but I'm trying to think what his one will be. I think it might be yellow, similar to Gus yellow as well. So we'll see.
Relax, Jet.
As a matter of fact. Wow. I don't know what this stuff is, but it's pretty great.
Yeah, it looks like it. Where's your phone? Your cell phone, did you bring it?
Which one?
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure he didn't bring it, Mom.
Oh no. Skylar's shocked. You can see it. She's stunned. Oh, that's going to be an interesting conversation after he wakes up. She's going to give the man no time to recover. Where the fuck's the other phone? Ew, what the fudge was that? Was that part of his lung right there?
Well, first things first.
How old is that baby now, and when do I finally get to meet her?
No, I was actually thinking of bringing her today, but she's 7 weeks tomorrow. 7, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, I have a picture here somewhere.
I love the goatee. He's growing the goatee.
Shortness of breath?
A bit, but much better.
Look at the way Skylar's reacting because
Well, your margins look good. Obviously, I can't foresee the future, but even conservatively speaking, I can say that you bought yourself some real time here. There's no reason not to be optimistic.
That's great.
Walton, bright pink.
It is great. Thank you, doctor.
Make sure you avoid any heavy lifting and continue to get plenty of rest.
But he can be on his own. I mean, just more, independent.
Yes. Use your best judgment.
I noticed right there. I love how in this shot here, Walt is out of focus in the right hand side of the screen, and it's just racking focus on Skylar, and you can see how unsettling she is, or how unsteady she is in her chair. It's like she's ready to explode, in my opinion. Like she's been holding it in. She's very uneasy at the moment. I'm trying to think of another word for it. It's not rattled. She is rattled, but you can see how uneasy she is in her chair, and she just wants to. I feel like she just wants to choke Walt at the moment and just go at him. But she's asking whether Walt can be more independent at the moment, and I think she's trying to get the all clear for possibly maybe taking a break from him or leaving him. I don't know, but
No, that's good news for you, honey. One less baby in the house.
oh yeah, no. She's seething inside. She's seething.
Well, see you inside.
Sierra Romeo continued descent through 1,500 and it's downwind for a left base on
Wait.
Highway 17.
November 26 Tango. Descend to maintain 13000.
Is he an air traffic controller?
Consequences. Altimeter 2998. Julia 5 Bravo, Roger. Cleared direct to Winslow.
Think I may just keep this.
Well, if he's an air traffic controller,
Sky?
I don't think he's in the right state of mind to return to that particular job at the moment. I mean, he says he's ready to work, but I think he's got to be assessed properly mentally and things like that, because you can't afford one slip up with a job like that, right? And especially if you're grieving at the moment, you just lost your daughter, your concentration is going to be out of whack, because you might start to dwell and think upon other things and just forget that you're meant to. I don't know, man. That's a dangerous time to be doing that sort of type of job. And they focused on his job in particular. There was a short scene right there on purpose.
Doesn't look so bad, right? What are you doing?
I'm going to Hank and Marie's for the weekend.
She got the all clear
I'm
from the
taking
doctor.
baby with me. Marie will pick up Walter Jr. from school. You'll have the house to yourself for 2 days.
Why would I do that?
Hank has offered to help since you shouldn't be doing any heavy lifting.
Skylar.
I want you gone by Monday morning. I want you gone.
Okay, can you at least tell me why?
Because you're a liar, Walt.
Here we go. Buckle up.
2 cell phones after all.
What?
Brother, he was under
Before surgery,
anesthetic.
I asked if you had packed your cell phone, and you said, which one?
He was cuckoo.
When? Skylar, I was medicated. I mean, I could have said the world was flat.
You know what I think?
True.
I think you accidentally told the truth.
Tell me exactly what it is you think I'm lying about. What? An affair? I'm having an affair. Is that what you think?
That's what I was thinking, yeah, for the last few weeks.
With whom?
Gretchen.
Who am I having an affair with?
Well, my guess was Gretchen Schwartz. Something was going on between you. It really took me forever to get in touch with her. She
Right.
was ducking my calls for weeks. So I finally left a message. What exactly is going on between you and my husband?
That got her to respond.
I thought that'd get her attention, and it did. So she called me back, and she finally told me.
Don't tell me she contacted
money
his mum as well
For
about
your
the trip.
treatment, Gretchen and Elliot didn't give you a dime. They paid for nothing. You refused every offer they made you. But that didn't make sense because I checked with Del Cavoli in the hospital and not including your surgery, we're nearly paid up. Over $100,000.
Teaching pays well. Teaching pays well.
Out of where? Out of thin air. But then I called your
The way she delivered that line.
mother. Yeah.
The wait, yo, the way she delivered that line. I called your mother. That was sadistic, man. That was evil.
Thanks for that, too. But I thought, maybe she has some money that I don't know about. Maybe she contributed. It's possible. It turns out that not only is the money not from your mother, she didn't even know that you have cancer. You never went to see her. I dropped you at the airport. I picked you up. You were gone for 4 days. And yet she swears that you were never there.
I said earlier on, Skylar's gonna go full investigative mode in this show, and there we go. This is just, I feel like she's gonna go deep down more.
Skylar.
Could you? Just once. Do me the courtesy of not denying
Boom! Clocked it. Jane's dad is gonna cause a plane crash. He's gonna slip up, he's gonna miscommunicate, or he's gonna fail to communicate, and two planes are gonna collide with each other, or a plane is gonna crash or be misguided somehow in the air. And that's when the beginning of the episode, when you tease the overhead shot of Albuquerque, New Mexico, with the two flames in the background and everything piled up everywhere, because that's the remnants of the plane. That's the debris of the plane. Two bodies fell in the driveway. The teddy bear, poor teddy bear, was a daughter's, and yeah, or like a kid's teddy bear, and it fell in the pool. And yeah, he couldn't get over the death of his daughter, so now he's going to be even responsible for the deaths of hundreds of people as well. Like, I'm interested to see how they're going to delve into that character in the show. That's my prediction. Heads or do I have a coin here? Heads or tails, if I'm right? You know what? Heads, I'm right. Tails, I'm right. I'm right. Watch.
Skylar. Stay, and I will tell you everything.
whatever it is. I'm afraid to know.
It's not that... I was about to say it's not that bad. It is bad, but like... It's not like... He cheated on you. I'm telling you. This woman right here, Skylar, she's going to be damaging to Walter. She's going to hurt Walter more than any cartel can. I'm telling you right now. Walt could be in a firing line of 10 cartel members, all with AK-47s, and Walt was standing there naked, and this woman will still do more damage to him, okay? The wifey is going to do more damage to him. He'll die of a heart attack before the lung cancer or before getting shot, I'm telling you. Gus ain't got nothing on Skylar. Watch. Watch. Tuco, nothing on Skylar. Crazy 8, nothing on Skylar. Nothing.
Wayfarer 515, Albuquerque Center, Roger, climb and maintain 13,000.
Here we go.
Juliet, Mike 21, Squawk 4.
He's gonna buckle.
01, ident. Jane, Mike 21, turn heading.
He's sweating, he's sweating.
Traffic 3 o'clock, King Air, turn left, heading 085. Sierra Alpha, Alpha contact Albuquerque Center.
Yeah, the music is intensifying.
4.6. Wayfarer 515, descend to 10.
Yeah, they're gonna crash. They're gonna crash.
Do you have that traffic at your 9 o'clock? Wait.
Uh-oh. Conflict risk. Bang. There we go. There we go. That's the similar music from the similar sounds and score from the beginning of the episode with the teddy bear. Sort of that mysterious and eerie music. It's landing in the pool, yeah. Oh no. Damn. What an ending. What an ending. Oh. So it was Donald all along who slipped up and caused the planes to crash, or that was the thing that was being foreshadowed in the driveway. It was the debris of the plane crash and the bodies falling down. And it's got nothing to do with yeah, it's got nothing to do with Walt or Jesse or anything to do with the cartel. It's completely, it might have to do with Jesse per se, with Jane's death and sort of Donald, I think it's Donald or Don, not being able to process or struggling to sort of fully recover from her death, and he wasn't sort of in the right state of mind to do his job. I mean, it is a stressful job. He was sweating profusely, and you can tell you got to be razor focused in that. You can't afford one slip up, and yeah, I guess those external circumstances surrounding Jane's death and what he was thinking, he wasn't able to, I guess, think straight and give the right instructions to all the planes in that area. Now, I'm wondering to see why the episode's titled ABQ, because I feel like some of the episode titles are intentional, like you guys were telling me with Over, with Walt sort of being over the drug game, but then getting back in, I believe, in... was it Mandela at the end, after the death of Combo. But yeah, the 12th episode was titled Phoenix, which is Jane's place of birth, and that's where and she died that episode. And then ABQ, I'm guessing, is that an abbreviation for Albuquerque, New Mexico? Like Albuquerque, it might be, but I think this was a fantastic end to the season. I think this was a fantastic end to season 2, and some people might complain about, oh, there wasn't any shootout, there wasn't anything to do with the drugs. And no, like I said a couple episodes ago, I was completely invested in the relationships and consequences of people's actions in this show, to the point where I forgot about the drug sort of game, and I forgot which episode it was. It was the episode where Walt confronted sort of the B-Tech Walt and Jesse in the caravan outside the sort of hardware store, to remind them that it is his turf. And it was then that you, the audience, was sort of reminded, yo, hang on, Walt wants to get back in the game here, and you as the audience are like, okay, we got to get back in the drug game here. We got to go make some bread. We got to go make some money. We got to stamp our authority. It's our turf here. And they're teasing things with Gus, obviously. They're teasing something bigger. He had his first interaction with Hank, the DEA. He's sort of got more information on Walter unintentionally, but just coincidence, just came across it. But yeah, they're teasing something big for season 3. And especially the relationships are the core things that drive this show. It isn't the drug booking, it isn't the shootouts, it isn't sort of the cartels and things like that. I feel like it's the relationships and characters that drive this show and make you invested in this show, and that's what this episode and this season has done in particular. Yes, they're teasing bigger things and I can't wait, but I felt like there was a fantastic ending to the season because it leaves you wanting more. It leaves you, you know, anticipating what's next, not only with Gus, but the plane crash. What's going to be sort of the aftermath with that? What's going to happen to Don? What's going to happen to Jesse? What's going to happen to Walt and Skylar? Like, there's a lot of things going on here that I'm really anticipating to see, and I cannot wait. It is the relationships and character interactions that drive this show, and this episode again reminded us why it is the character interactions that drive this show, because I was invested throughout this episode in terms of dealing with the aftermath of Jane, Walt doing his surgery, Skylar finding out at the second phone, Skylar leaving, and then you again have the situation with Skylar and Ted. That's another relationship that you're kind of invested in, and I cannot wait to see how the show unpacks everything and teasing better things to come. But I was really satisfied with that ending right there. Yeah, a bit of foreshadowing, teased, and you're just waiting like, how's a teddy bear gonna end up in the pool? How are these dead bodies gonna end here? And your first instinct is to think something drug related, something shootout, some gangs coming back for revenge or members coming back for revenge. But the show didn't tease anything to do with that. Even at the start of this episode, you saw a tie hanging in a tree. You know, you got the teddy bear in the pool. You got two dead bodies in the driveway. There's no bullet holes in the car, so it didn't make you anticipate something to do with drugs. It was teasing something else. So yeah, I love this show. I hope you loved my reaction. As always, guys, being your boy Ellie Moses. I cannot wait to start Breaking Bad season 3. Take care. God bless. Peace.